Good morning, Sparkle Pops. Welcome to the first episode of Planet 1390 Voyage. I am very thankful to have you all here today. You all are family to me. And I just want to go ahead and get started by the first question of what made you all get into selling pops and start this whole business, Sparkle Pops, and what inspired the name?
Good morning. Thanks first of all for having us on here. We appreciate it. We actually got started, I think, in COVID time, weren't we, with the collecting and stuff like that? And we started collecting, started buying on different platforms and things like that. And it was just a way to kind of just have fun, even though we were kind of stuck. It was a crazy time. So,
But that's not how it happened.
no, well, that's how we first got started with the collecting part of it.
Correct. I was collecting Funko Pop for years, but I used to flip shoes.
Yep.
Just to be honest, like I was buying sneakers, going to all the drops, going to Chicago, getting all these things, and every unit's costing me 170.
Oh,
Damn near $200. So I figure a Funko Pop costs a lot less than a pair of shoes.
They're a lot smaller
and
boxes.
we were already collecting. So we like, all right, we're just gonna switch over. And we switched over and we wanted to have something for our daughter to understand business and
awesome.
be a part of it. It's basically it was for her. So that's how it happened. And then next thing you know, there's
Pops everywhere.
Pops
8,000
everywhere.
pops in our basement. But yeah.
Absolutely. So I actually want to get into like what I know you said you wanted to actually introduce Minnie to business. What do you all want her to be an entrepreneur? Or do you just want to offer her many options to where she can either have a career or she just wants to be an entrepreneur? What's your meaning behind trying to teach her that?
Well, I can answer and then she can answer, but I just want her to have options. So I have a PhD. I grew up poor. I grew up in a bad neighborhood, and I didn't want her to struggle. So you never know when you're going to get hit by that bus.
I completely understand that.
If that bus comes for me, I want her to be able to stand on her own and look at herself and not look at what everybody else is thinking about her. Who cares what they think about you? Do your thing.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
And just to build off of that, it's like I really think that it's important to have those interpersonal skills, even though we're not face to face with anybody. She's still learning how to interact with people. She's doing math every day that we run. She's doing math and learning how to make deals with people and treat people with respect and expect the same respect for herself. So it's multifaceted, and it does help her to have options later on and just be more confident in general, just in her day to day. So
when you all first got started into this, we already know that the pandemic happened in 2020, and that's when the whole industry for pops has completely changed. It became it became a rat race pretty much. What confidently let you all know that you all can still set your foot into that industry and still come out at top? And what made you join Whatnot also?
that's
those are two good questions.
Yes.
But the good question is, what makes us think that we could do this? I'm still not sure. No,
yeah.
we're
crazy.
We're always learning. So we're always learning and trying to figure things out. The biggest thing that I wanted to make sure that was that if Funko stopped, say it was the new Beanie Babies, which I don't believe it is.
I don't agree. Yeah.
Say it. Well, everybody. I'm not gonna say who's hating on Funko all the time on YouTube, but I'm just saying we're not gonna go there. But
you can.
I'm just saying. I'm betting that it's not gonna go that way, and
they're making moves too to actually make improvements. They're making less product available with the new lines that are coming out. They're making a lot more high quality pieces as well. So I don't think that it's going to go the way of the Beanie Babies.
But to answer your question of why do we think that we can survive doing this, is because of family. We have a lot of people that we met on this app. We came on Whatnot just by happenstance. I bought on Whatnot. I bought some things.
I think we bought for a whole year before we joined as sellers.
Yeah. When we came on, and keep in mind, my wife was the one that I'm the behind the scenes guy. I know I'm talking a lot right now, but I'm the behind the scenes guy.
But he talks, and it makes things work.
I talk in the stream. I talk in the stream.
I already know speed, coach. Yeah.
Yeah. They know who I am, but I just can't talk. When people get crazy and they start acting a fool, you can't have me on here because I just go at people's heads. But we've had a lot of people like Spanky63, Gary B121.
Mr. Bones
that still supporting us. Ron Ches. a lot of people that people don't know. If you don't know Whatnot, you don't know these people. Chop Out Toys,
right? Funky Fun Collector,
Funky Fun, all these people, right? Yeah. And they kind of reached out to us and said, "Hey, we want to be a family. We have a Discord that or a chat that we do on the side that we all talk and we all kind of support each other. So we're really not alone. We've kind of grown to be bigger than some of our friends, and some of our friends are bigger than us. Mm-hmm. But we always reach out to them, and we'll go in their shows and buy from them. When other people are, the look you lose and the $1 holler people are everywhere. So
yeah,
we go into other people's streams and just be like, we're gonna show support, show love to them, and they show love to us. Absolutely. Right. So if I go to Fun Days and I see someone in line, I call up Mr. Bones and I say, "Hey, I need to get to the front of the Fun Days line." He said, "No problem. I have a spot for you."
Absolutely.
Right. So we all help each other out. We try to help out as a community. We're not in competition.
No.
There's anybody can buy Popz from anybody, right? We hope that people come in our stream to have a good time, to get a little bit of, like we talked before, have a little bit of therapy, just have a good time. You don't have to buy anything, just come in and chill.
I mean, that's what makes you all winners in the first place. That's what keeps competition from even being competitive is your service. Your customer service is ridiculous. Like, I'm so mad that they have the fan rewards. I know I said it on the stream, but I am so mad that they made the fan rewards after I took a hiatus from buying Popz. Like,
I know.
As soon as I took a hiatus, and I would have been VIP status on so many different streams by now. So especially yours, So, but anyway, I digress. Now I want to know what got you all started into collecting. I know you said you've been collecting for years, Dr. Sparkle. I'm going to always call you Dr. Sparkle forever.
It's all good.
Dr. Sparkle, what got you into collecting? Because I heard that Miss Sparkle had started collecting pretty much because her dad, right? The Undertaker and WWE and that type of thing. But what got you started collecting? And specifically Popz, and also are Popz the only thing that you collect?
Oh.
Wait, are Popz the only thing?
No, for me, no. But yes.
For me, pretty much the only thing I collect is, other than tools, because I have all my Milwaukee tools because I was in construction for a long time.
Oh, that's awesome.
What got me into it was OG rock, rock. All right. It's not really rock. All the old rappers. I wanted OG Flavor Flav, Chuck D,
B.I.G.
B.I.G. All those Popz that came out. When they came out early, I got into the game later, but when I saw those, I was like, "Oh, I have to have those." But by the time I wanted them, they were already
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, they were already up there.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of how we got into customs too, because I wanted to customize stuff for myself and then some for others. And that kind of worked out for us. Okay. But it was definitely the OG Flavor Flav, and now Kill Bill. I need to get that. I need to get that whole set. I only
have Pulp 2 Fiction. From that set. No, 3 from that set. Man.
Pulp Fiction. And I think my first Popz that I really loved was Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Yes.
All the stuff from our childhood.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. I completely agree with that, which is why I'm waiting for them to finish off Street Sharks. I need Biker Mice from Mars. I need SWAT Cats. A lot of Popz, but I can go into forever about how many Popz we need. So
I'm waiting for Wu-Tang, but that's okay.
Man, this is gonna take them a while before they do Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I don't know why. All you have to do is release one. Actually, they can't even do a multi-pack because there's too many people in Wu-Tang Clan. So they would have to do a stacked tier like that Spider-Man pop from, was it No Way Home? I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about. It was like eight, it was like 8 Popz in one. But what was the inspiration behind the brand Sparkle Popz?
Well, that's me. I my sign language name, because I work in special education. I took a lot of sign language classes, so my sign language name is Sparkle, and I like the Funko, so I just put the two together as Sparkle Popz. So
that's beautiful. That's awesome. How long? I'm gonna ask this real quick because this is just a question I would usually ask in. How long do you all imagine doing this? How much longer do you imagine doing this? It's a random question, but how much longer do you imagine?
It's up to her.
Yeah.
Because eventually what we're going to do is, as she gets older, if of course she's trying to go to college.
Yeah.
I teach at university level. We're really close to Cornell. We're close to a lot of colleges here, really good colleges. But whatever she decides to do, hopefully we'll pass it off to her and not have to be on here. But no, I like it.
I mean, I could see myself doing this into retirement.
Yeah, she wants to quit her job.
I do.
Making let me just be honest. Like, if you make over $60,000 a year, you cannot quit your job to sell Funko Pops. Sorry.
Yeah, but I
selling
mean,
Funko Pops is way more fun.
It is.
right?
It's
That's
better.
what I'm saying.
And we meet a lot of good people doing this, and not so much at work, but it's all good.
Wrong. I love my job. It's a lot of work. That's all. But and you know, Funko Pops are fun. It's what we enjoy, and that's why we work, so we can have all this stuff, right? But
agreed. These are all luxury, and to be honest with you, I learned a whole lot from these Pops because there's so many characters I didn't know the full name to until I read the name on these boxes. Right. There's so many I didn't know. But as far as your favorite fandoms, what are your favorite fandoms?
How about you? You want to answer yours?
I really like Frozen.
You like Frozen?
Yeah.
That is my most hated Disney movie of all time. That is so fun that you chose Frozen.
That's funny.
That is
hilarious. We love Olaf.
Yeah, that's
Olaf,
my favorite character.
I agree. Now, Olaf is the only thing that makes me continue through a full Frozen movie because the rest of it just feels like fluff. It feels like I'm just watching an ice skating movie, but I understand why it appeals to girls, obviously. But yeah, Olaf is hilarious. He is the best character that Disney's created in I don't even know what to compare him to, but he's very good. I love Olaf. But yeah. Who else?
I only have one Pop from the set, but Axel Foley.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
What do you know about Beverly Hills Cop?
She's the old hair.
Good job, Paris. That's what I'm talking about.
She's the old hair.
Did you watch the new one, Axel Left?
Yes, I did.
That's good. That was a good movie, actually. They did pretty well on that one. Parents, what are your favorite fandoms?
I like WWE, of course, and then I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
So I like a whole lot of the Jack Skellington, and then Oogie Boogie. They're kind of my favorite right now. And then Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was about to say. She has almost all the pirates. She has almost all the pirates.
No, I don't, not even close, but that's okay.
Except for the big ones. But like I said earlier, and I had to make I have the OG Flavor Flav, but the Pop Rocks is my thing. This is what got me really loving Pops.
Yeah.
Doing this.
That's hard. Good
but
Lord.
I kept these myself. So these are not for sale, but I kept these myself. I made these for myself, and then
don't sell them.
One other person has one of these, the one with the white hat, but they're limited.
Do you know what would be really dope if you were able to like do collaboration pieces with watch companies like Casio, G-Shock,
yeah,
you know what I mean, like Jacob and Co, Richard Mille.
You know, with all those tools I told you about earlier, I had my grinder out I was cutting watches up to make those with my grinder.
I believe it. So that would be see, and that's the type of stuff that Funko doesn't really think of. Like you sat there and did something creative, like repurposing a watch and putting it in Flavor Flav. Could you imagine if they did that with all these different watch companies and then did a limited edition Funko Pop with the watch company? That's stuff that they miss out on.
Yeah,
that's genius.
They don't have time. They don't have time to do all that.
They couldn't produce it in enough quantity for them to make it worth it.
Yeah. Plus, those clocks work, so I gotta cut the chain and then put the new battery in, then put it back on. So it's one of those things where, like, do I want to sell something like that to someone and have them have to do that? But for me, that's like those are my grails. But Tony Montana too. Don't get me wrong. I have Tony with the Cadillac.
Yeah.
So all those things that happen or that came out when we were kids, I love all that. Like it's not really one genre, but mostly movies and TV.
I thought they were supposed to come out with the Scarface with him in the tub and the World Is Yours statue. I could have sworn they actually announced that maybe last year or something that's supposed to come out this year, 2025 So I don't understand.
There's so much that's coming out.
There's a lot coming out.
I mean, we can't even say that's coming out, because we order like a year in advance. We know a lot of things that are coming out, but
there's some heat coming out.
Yeah, there's some nice stuff.
So everybody says that, Funko's dying. No,
No, I disagree.
Funko's not dying.
Disagree.
There's some heat coming out that people don't even realize how hot it's going to be. But and it's gotten better. Like a year ago, I would have said, man, these molds are horrible. They're just doing the same old Tanjiro every 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
And they're making 90,000 of everything. But I think they learned their lesson from going to the The landfill. They're not gonna do that again.
And that's why when you said they don't have time, I was like, they had time to make those ugly Star Wars snowmen. They had time to make. They had time to make all those ugly Valentine's Day pops that are wrapped in chocolate. I mean, no, wrapped in wrapping. Those were. Oh,
don't forget the gingerbread. Don't forget the gingerbread.
They're still making them. They're still making the gingerbread.
I know.
Unfortunate. What is something that you all would want to see made specifically?
Oh, that's a great question.
Well, go ahead.
I don't know. It's really hard to think about that.
I can tell you one thing that I want to be made. It's brand new. It's brand new. I'm telling you right now. But I'm a professor at university level. I'm supposed to be educated, but I'm still a gamer. I love it. When they come out with Wukong, Black Myth Wukong Pop, it
like
would
that
be
game.
Sick. All the characters, it would be sick. It would be better than Call of Duty, all of it. All of it.
Since we want to talk about video game pops, I'm waiting for them to do Earthworm Jim. That would make me happy, but I'm sorry.
One thing that I would love is if they had the Mario characters, which I know they don't have the license for.
Yeah.
Which, everything you see is like custom. You have to do a custom of them, but those would be really cool, really cute. I think they could do a great job with them. But
Agreed.
I don't think they'll ever get the license for it.
Yeah. They barely got the license for the Pokemon from Game Freak. But I don't know why Nintendo's holding on to it so hard, because they would sell out so fast. And I feel like that would probably be one of the only licenses that Funko could put out, and they could put out a million variations and people wouldn't care. They would still buy it. I would definitely buy a Diamond Yoshi. I'm not gonna lie. A Diamond Yoshi would be the one.
The other one is I'd like to see Funko, but I talked to the man himself and he said it will never happen to Spawn.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Oh, they don't. Oh, because of Todd McFarlane, probably.
Because McFarlane has his own toy company.
Exactly.
And he said flat out, they don't have enough detail for me. There's no you will never. He told her too when we were there getting some stuff signed. He said you will never ever see a Funko Pop of Spawn. And I was like, okay. He was serious when he said it. But I love Spawn. The Boondocks would be good.
Oh yeah, Boondocks would be hot.
Yeah.
It's not an anime either. I hope you don't think it's an anime.
I know what Boondocks is.
Yeah, no. A lot of people think Boondocks, Avatar, and all those type of cartoons are anime. No. They're not anime.
No.
Yeah.
Disagree. Yeah.
It's the culture.
Absolutely.
So I have a piece from the Boondocks, that comic book #1.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's sick. You should get your hands on it if you can, because it's cheap.
I didn't even know they had a comic book.
It's unbelievable. We bought some merch at New York Comic Con last year.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. I'll show it to you, but you have to get it because it's ridiculous.
Please show it to me when you get a chance. Yeah, absolutely.
I will.
Do not tickle my fancy, please.
Yeah. Hold on.
He gonna get it right
now. I guess I gotta wait for him to go get it before I ask more questions, or do you all want to continue?
We can keep going.
Yeah, I think for me, it'd really be cool to see a Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift pop.
Taylor Swift, they would go like crazy.
Oh
I don't know why they haven't. Maybe, but you know what? I see some other people selling Taylor Swift characters that look like Funkos. I see them on like Instagram or whatever. So I don't know. That's the first one. I
did not even know they made that. A whole graphic novel.
People will sell this on eBay. Just get a nice clean copy, but it's really cheap right now still. But it's #1. This is #1. And they are limited, and they sold them at the booth.
If you all ever get any extras before I can even really think about it, once I get off this stream, I'm going to forget more than likely. But if you all get extras, please let me know, please.
Yep.
Because I still got to get the John Wick from you. I got to get. I'm looking in your background to see what else I can get.
Oh, this is all anime, but
that's just regular stuff.
Hold up. So you need this one right here.
Absolutely, I need the whole John Wick.
Hang on. We got Winston too. Winston, so it's a two per.
All right, look, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But we sold the other one. This is the one. You ready?
Yeah, that's the one he want right there.
Wow, a clear YouTube's. I have not seen that one.
This is the 500 piece.
Is that from Entertainment Earth?
It's no. Oh yes.
It's
500 pieces. This is number 36. Sorry.
Is it real?
Oh yeah. YouTube's. That's the translucent bloody.
Did you get that from a con?
No.
We bought these from YouTube's. We bought these from YouTube's directly. We bought 4 of them and sold. We bought 4 and sold 3 of them, but we bought them. Obviously, you know how much YouTube's cost, about $30. Right away, these were $150.
I believe it. Because it's limited.
This is ours, but yeah, I know I didn't want to show it to you, but if you can find this for a good price, get these now because people don't know they're out there.
Yeah, I haven't even really gotten too deep into U2s yet. I know they have some beautiful modes, but
really
Funko
do.
stole my soul so many years ago. It's like it's hard for me to get it because I used to collect action figures before this. It was all Marvel Legends and comic books. That's all I collected before. And then I got into Heroes and Marvel Select. Then Funko Pops, I finally saw them in like 2013 when my brother was collecting them, and I hated them because it's like, why did they all look the same? I don't get it. They have
Right.
beady black eyes. But then when I realized how many licenses and everything they got,
Yep.
beautiful, took my soul. So
Yeah.
I meant to ask you all. I know you all have been to some conventions, some cons.
Yeah.
What is your favorite one that you've been to so far?
They're gonna be mad.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be back because I only been to New York Comic Con, but here, go for
But he's
it.
been
I like Philly, Galacticon in Philly because it was a little bit smaller.
I've heard of that one.
New York Comic Con, we're going again next month. New York Comic Con is off the chain every year, but hands down, Fun Days. Fun Days was separate of San Diego Comic Con, but Fun Days was ridiculous. I lost my voice.
So Fun Days goes hard.
There. We flew into San Diego just for Comic Con for Fun Days. It was so much fun.
And see, that's what gets on my nerves because if you look at most of the majority of the comments of people and how they talk crazy about Funko and like Funko is dead and this blah blah blah, you would think that Funko's not doing well, but I know that they are doing some heat out there. So I haven't even been to a Fun Days. I haven't even been to a con at all in my life, but I know Fun Days is good. I feel it in my bones. It's
a different feeling. When we go to New York Comic Con, I take days off from work. She takes days off from work. She's ditching school. And we're educators, but hey, you gotta take a day off every once in a while. But it's different. Yeah. Absolutely. You gotta have a good time. And we meet the people that we meet on Whatnot. We know like Spanky 63, Master Poppins. We met a bunch of people.
Yeah,
crazy people, good people, and that's where you build those. That's where you build those. That's where you build those real relationships because you actually meet people, right? Not just in a chat or whatever. You build real relationships, then you're friends. Go stay at their house, whatever. We've been to people's house from Whatnot that we never knew before.
Of course,
just go to Maryland, stay at their house, eat dinner, share a meal, whatever.
But I think that's what makes our community and the Funko community so good is, when you can find those good people within the community and
absolutely
you all just can support each other. Funkos bring us together, they help you with memories, but like it also gives you that connection with other people, and it becomes more than that. It becomes friendship,
right.
And then everybody just becomes family, and I love that about Funko.
But that's a safety net. I'm not even gonna lie, like I feel like if you see somebody collecting the things that you collect, you just feel safe all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, oh, you collect Pops, come to my house and eat. Yeah, I know you're hungry now. Like, I don't know what I don't know what it is about collecting that just makes you feel comfortable around each other. But I'm gonna ask you this though, because they always talk about the dark side of collecting. What is probably like the worst experience you've had out of the, I guess, the collecting community? Let's put it like that. I'm not even gonna just say con. Out of the full collecting community, what's the worst experience you've had?
I would say just the people that it's the same thing as in life, like people that just call you out your name and just want to act crazy and call my wife the B word and all this other stuff. And it'll be over some dumb stuff like we always make things right. If something's damaged, you call us up, let us know. We'll make it right. If Whatnot won't make it right, which they do, we'll make it right.
Yeah.
But it's part of the business.
Right.
But they'll be like, oh yeah, BITCH, you lied to me. There was a ding in this can. And it's like, it's a damn Funko soda.
Yeah, chill out, bro. Really? Like, stop trying to ruin people's life over a toy. Like, for real.
We can't see everything. We try our best, but sometimes stuff gets biased. We make mistakes. And if we make a mistake, just give us some grace. We'll give you some grace. We'll make it right, whatever it is.
There's no reason to be negative.
The Kens and Karens of the world are everywhere. They're definitely in the chat.
Absolutely.
But other than that, we haven't had too many bad experiences.
No.
With it at all. We told somebody yesterday in our stream, like, they were like, "Oh, I have 500 Pops, and I just started last month." I'm like, "Oh, you need to slow down, brother. You need to slow down."
I've been collecting since 2018.
There's people that are excited about it, but also, if you're having that many, I think our biggest piece of advice to people is just collect what you enjoy. Don't just go out there to get everything, because then you're not going to have a focus, and then you're going to get a bunch of stuff that you're not going to be happy with later.
Agreed.
So if you collect the stuff that you love, even if you don't have the whole line, you love what you like. So, you know, get the stuff that you enjoy.
Hey, but if we have the gingerbreads, we have a bunch of gingerbreads, collect the gingerbreads because we want to get rid of that shit.
Throw them away. Ugh, those things are ugly. I cannot stand wasted material. And that is so much wasted vinyl, man. And then the games that they have to throw away, all the stuff that they have to throw away. I wonder if since Mike Becca is gone, I wonder if they're gonna actually have a some type of weird business revival, like with the new CEO.
Right.
Because they've been doing good with that Funko Fusion. A lot of I don't trust IGN's opinion on and ratings on things. I don't really care. And I'm not really I don't care that much about whether the gameplay is that great in that game. I just love seeing Funko Pops run across the screen. That's what makes me happy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks cute. I think we wanted to get it, you know, and I know it has they have it across different.
He said we are gonna get it.
Well, I mean, and I have a Switch. She's got a Switch. We've also got PS5, so I think we'll probably have an Xbox.
I have PS5 and Xbox.
Yeah. I don't even have a PS5 yet. I haven't played games since PS3, and I feel bad. I know I feel bad because I've missed out on so many games, but
no, don't feel bad because you know what? Life happens when you're off the game. So, you know,
exactly. It is so hard for me to get addicted to games because I'm just like, man, I got to go do something else. My head starts hurting. I get stressed out if I can't beat a boss. I imagine that Wukong will probably have me really mad right now.
You know, that's why
because there's YouTube now.
That's why I'm careful with the games that I select to play too, because I don't like games that make me feel angry.
Yes.
I want games that I enjoy. So I play The Witcher. That's my game. I love, you know, slicing up the entities and, you know, making the stuff and getting stronger. I love the sword play. I like the open world, you know, kind of feel. So I play more games like that. But if I'm in a competition, like some of those games that she plays, oh hell no.
What do you play, Minnie? What do you play?
Well, like, I got a Hogwarts game for my birthday yesterday. That's new. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that. And then I play Zelda.
Okay.
And then with my brother, I'll play Super Smash Bros.
Oh,
Super Smash Bros. I can't.
Mario Kart. They play Mario Kart against other people.
Fun.
That's legendary though. Mario Kart is legendary, and so is Super Smash Brothers. That's a stressful game though, especially Kirby. I cannot stand Kirby.
Kirby. Yeah, some of those, man.
Kirby is the most.
You know those old school games too, like the old school Sonics and stuff, where they just go so fast. You're just I'm like, nope.
and that's exactly why I stuck to sports games. Like my favorite games still to this day are the Def Jam games. I love Def Jam Vendetta. And I love hip hop, so it was really fun to play as Busta Rhymes or Redman and all these people fighting. Wow. And then also all the street games, EA Sports street games, like NFL Street, NBA Street. Those were the golden days for me.
It's funny you said that. So I thought about somebody asked me what customs they're gonna make coming up, and I thought about doing a bunch of Def Jam characters.
Listen, if you want to throw another custom in there, do Ready to Rumble boxing because I might be tempted. I might be tempted. I think I would be tempted.
Yeah, Ready to Rumble. Yeah, and I was gonna do a Mike Tyson punch out box because I have a signed Mike Tyson. I have two signed Mike Tysons, I think.
That's awesome.
I sold one of them.
Oh, I sold one of them. Yeah, I sold one of them. I have one in my PC.
Okay, done deal.
Yeah.
Oh, let me show you a rare. A lot of people do not know this show. It's called Treese. It's a Filipino anime, right? I'm gonna knock nothing down. Excuse me. Okay. It's called Treese, and this is like the chase.
Oh wow!
And it was a Phil Bars exclusive. I think it was only sold. It was internationally, and a lot of people are not catching this one, and it's very rare. So now I try not to speak about it because I haven't gotten the common version of it yet. Because the common is up to like 50 now, and this one is up to like 120. And I feel like when people really realize what this is, then it's going to go up even more. But it's a Filipino anime, and it's on Netflix. It started off as it started off as a comic book. That's the comic page, but it's actually a show on Netflix now.
Nice.
Okay,
it's really good. I love it. But yeah, that's really cool.
Well, now you told everybody in the world, so
I did. I did. But that's why I don't even talk about NFTs. Like I remember, like when I make content about NFTs, I make sure I don't mention what type of licenses I want to see on the NFTs because, again, they just made one that I was trying to avoid. They made Alien, and that was one of the ones I was hoping that they wouldn't make. That, and they also made that Robo Dexter. That one bothered my soul real bad because I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that one and Samurai Jack. But yeah,
the OG
so
Alien's the best. The Alien Mother is the best one.
Alien Mother. Do I have that one?
It's the older one.
I only have the one with Riley, not Riley in a spacesuit, Riley holding a cat, the three xenomorphs, the bloody xenomorph. I'm missing the glow in the dark bloody xenomorph. That was a specialty series or something like that. But there's a few of them that I'm missing. But
you have the new ones?
I didn't get any of the new ones yet. Any of the Romulus. I need those too. Oh, I didn't know that was a 6-inch.
Yeah, there's 2 6-inches. There's one. This one has damage, and then the other one doesn't have damage.
Oh, stop!
There's 2 6-inches,
Popz
and
stay out of my pockets.
There were some. There were some that were liquid filled.
So, they discontinued.
I know. They just told us that Funko's not making them.
No, but
originally they had like blue liquid in one of them, and green liquid in the other one.
I don't even care. Now that you just reminded me, right? You made a custom with the slobber coming down. It was so gorgeous. I don't know. It was something about that.
Still working on
I was like, yeah, that was gorgeous. I'm
still working on the box.
Do you all have this one?
No.
The hype around that one.
I didn't jump on the hype train because I'll just wait till it. Yeah, Bones has it, but I was just gonna wait until the hype went down, and they're not gonna know what he's gonna be in. They're not gonna know what his character looks like until next year, a year and a half from now.
Let's talk about that real quick. First of all, I bought that pop when it first came out because I thought that was one of the coolest stories in comic books, right?
Right.
That comic does not match Robert Downey Jr. becoming Dr. Doom. I do not understand why Marvel just will not follow all that script that Marvel gave them in the comic books. Like, do you all know the story of Infamous Iron Man?
Not the whole thing, no.
Okay, so just a quick rundown because I was supposed to do an episode on that, but I don't feel like doing it. They have yeah, it's a lot. Making content is a lot sometimes, but basically, Dr. Doom was fighting Reed Richards in the Secret Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got the power from Molecule Man to change time and events, Dr. Reed. Dr. Reed changed the events and gave Dr. Doom his face back. So got rid of the scar and everything. Right. Dr. Doom gets all excited that he's a regular again, and he decides to give up being evil. And then this is around the time that Iron Man had gotten murdered by Captain Marvel in the Civil War. Was it Civil War? He was murdered by Captain Marvel. I think it was Civil War. He was murdered, and that was he came back after that. So when he changed the events, all that happened oh man, I'm stuttering. All that happened afterwards is Dr. Doom gave up being evil, and he assumed the role of Iron Man, but he never changed to red and yellow. That's another separate story. There's 2 stories to Dr. Doom becoming Iron Man. One where he killed Iron Man himself, and then the one where Iron Man was killed before. But anyway, that's really a good pop, and I think they wasted on Robert Downey Jr., but he's getting money again, so I'm not mad at that. I can't get mad at that.
We'll see.
So who would you rather have had in that role? Like, if you could have cast that role yourself, who would you had?
Man, that's a good question. Because I don't feel like I know enough actors' names to be able to name one off the top of my head. He would have to be somebody with black hair.
Not Robert Downey Jr.
Not Robert Downey Jr. Black hair. Even the original guy that they had played Dr. Doom in the Fantastic Four movies, which were horrible, he was still a good Dr. Doom. He matched the role better, in my opinion.
Right.
But overall, I don't know who else could play it. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you one question because I don't want to hold you all up all day. What are the next beautiful plans for Sparkle Popz? And what do you hope to change in the industry in the future?
That's a good question.
Well, we have different plans because I do things separate of what they do because I work behind the scenes. But my biggest thing is to keep getting our customs out there because we know our customs are popular, and the people that buy our customs, we have people that have 20, 25 of our customs, and they're not cheap. But and man, please, for y'all, if you're watching this, please stop calling me and texting me telling me somebody else made wooden boxes just like ours. No, they did not. Because we paint the back, and I'm not hating on anybody. More power to them. I'm gonna support them, but we're trying. But when I finish this card set, the future for me though is to get that 3D printer that I have. I have a $1,500 3D printer and start printing our own vinyl and stop messing around painting other people's stuff. That's the future. But
That's
because
fire.
because I'm a professor, it takes time. But I want to get it, and I don't want to just get one character. I want to build our own characters, and with the input of my family, whatever, and the community, and try to get that off the ground. So we'll see if that happens in the next. I'll say 3 years, because I'm not going to put 5 years on it, because it'll never happen.
That's fire.
And we'd like to start selling at cons as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the goal. So not just Funkos, but also our customs. We'd like to have a booth and have them displayed well. And I think that's where we're moving. In addition to doing this, online with Whatnot and other platforms, we'll probably start going to some more smaller cons and start building that way.
Yeah, we have to diversify, because who cares about if Funko's going to be here? People tripping on Whatnot, getting sent by the wayside. So
absolutely,
it's been good. Whatnot's been good for us. It's been a good place to find people. We've dabbled with some of the other platforms in addition to Whatnot, and we didn't end up doing it because it's just horrible. Like, all of our friends that try to do it and go, they always come back because it's not going.
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of some of the other platforms don't have as clear guidelines and things like that, as far as taxes and as far as making sure that they take care of the seller, and some of their return policies are not great.
Right.
So it just depends. There's a lot to consider when you try to go on different platforms, and right now Whatnot seems to have the best that we found, but
right.
we're looking into other ones as well. So
I can tell you what we're trying to do. We're trying to build community. We're trying to be there and surround ourselves with people that care about everyone that's in the community, not just trying to sell them pops that they know they're not going to want next week or whatever. And put damn protectors on everything.
Yeah.
Use bubble wrap. Send it right. People are surprised when they get our packages because they're packaged right. That shouldn't be a surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
It should be a no-brainer.
So maybe if we could, Funko needs some help. I need to go to Funko and be like, look, you need to package this differently, because we get stuff straight from the factory. Like, we have to. The hottest thing going recently has been this.
The ghosts.
Yeah, the Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely.
Those
are hot.
Christmas carols.
Those are hot.
fire.
Those are hot.
They were fire off the rip. Like, they came, they were fire.
Yes.
We got so many that were damaged. We got some for $10 here because the back has a rip in it.
Yeah.
Straight out the box. Like, they're putting them in after we cut you out.
I know.
Man, listen, this is the thing. I with Zoom, let me see if it's recording. With Zoom, it's only 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something like that. So it cuts off after a while and irritates me because I don't want to pay for Zoom right now.
Yeah.
So I'll use my 30 minutes and then we just re-record and I edit it back in. I don't even care.
That's what I said. He'll just edit it.
Yeah.
When they see my face, like,
they don't even see it. It just cuts completely off. Yeah. But but yeah, your customer service is awesome. I agree. Those Christmas Carol pops are absolute. I don't like they did great on that's Christmas pops in my opinion, right?
Yes.
The Rudolph pops, the Frosty pops, when they did these Christmas Carol pops, and even when they did the Christmas Carol Muppet pops.
Even Bumble.
Amazing. You said which one?
Bumble.
Which one? Oh, yeah, Snoop on the stoop. Snoop on the stoop. Oh yeah, Bumble from Rudolph. Yeah.
So that brings back memories for people.
Right.
Quick question. Those confuse me. What are those? Are those ornament versions of Rudolph?
No.
Rudolph?
No, they're actual. It's an actual pop. It's an actual pop.
They do make ornaments now.
So, but there's only 2 in the set this year. It's just Rudolph and Bumble.
You got to move it over.
But they made 2 different versions of the Rudolph wave.
Yes. So there was last year's wave, and then this year's wave are
they have little
pearlescent.
Yeah, they're pearlescent, and Bumble this year has a snowflake pattern print.
It's got got blue snowflakes. If you look really close, it's got light blue snowflakes on them. So it's almost the same. They're not different, but he's like, stop, don't shoot this year. But well, that's what he's doing. He's just putting his hands up like,
he's like, no,
you got me.
This is not for politics.
Yeah, you got me. No politics.
No politics.
That's so funny.
But
no, I did watch that debate. I'm not even gonna get into it, but boy, oh boy, it was hilarious. But
yeah, there was definitely some candy.
Don't say anything. We'll never sell another pop.
Exactly. They don't say anything. That was a good debate. But yeah, I don't like I said, I don't want to hold you all up all day.
We appreciate
This was a beautiful, beautiful podcast episode. Thank you for being the first. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
And we're definitely gonna
appreciate
have and we're definitely gonna have like a return episode later on as things pick up and an update episode. But I wish you all the best. God bless, and I appreciate you all's time. Seriously.
All right, now we appreciate you.
Thank you. Here.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. There we go.
That's all right. All right. I'm keeping this in there. Just let you all know.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right now.